Today we are going to get a bit of a sweat on. We are going to jump into a 10-15 minute intermediate practice to focus on core shoulder stability. It's going to be quite tough. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. It's going to be short. It's going to be punchy. What this is going to do is just take all your awareness into the body, be here in this moment, and work on your physical health. Okay, let's do this. So we're going to start in a standing position. I'm not using a mat today so that we can flow if we need to, but feel free to use a mat if you need. So if you're using a mat, stand at the front. We're going to turn and face. We're going to send the hands together. Strong through the feet. Press down through the toes, heels, even through the left foot and right foot. Draw the shoulder blades back. Nice strong Tadasana posture. Exhale completely. Draw the belly button back and up. And inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Really big reach, squeeze the glutes, slight back bend, take your gaze towards the ceiling, look back as far as you dare, and exhale, send the hands down, tilt the tailbone over for a forward fold. Gentle warm up to start with. Walk the knees back and forward, keep the hands pressed into the mat. If you can, take the palms to the floor, great. If not, just use your fingertips or blocks if you need. Now from this position, after we're walking this back, we're just going to take the right foot round. Plant that to the side of the left foot. Just feel how that shifts the stretch down into the side of the right hip. Again, take your hands down to the floor, great. If not, don't worry. Lift up, and we're going to change the feet. If you need to bend the knee here to get that left foot over, try and bring those toes together. It's absolutely fine. Okay, perfect. And from this position, we are going to drop down into a kneeling position here. Okay, strong in the hands, send the legs back. Now, here we want to ground into this position. We're going to be coming here quite a lot in this practice. So we want to protract the shoulders. So that means we want to create a little dent into the floor by pushing into the palms. You'll feel the upper back become solid. Now, spread the fingers. You want to feel a nice even spread between the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. And you want to feel that nice evenness through it. So even through the left hand and the right hand. Now, take your attention to your hip and just tuck underneath and tilt. And just feel how that makes you feel. Feel the difference in this posture. Okay, this is nice and strong already. So we want to keep a little tuck. What this does, it activates your core. Perfect. Now, taking your attention to your toes, I want you to gently press your toes in like you are with your hands. So what this is going to create is a nice strong chain in the anterior side, the front side of the body. And it's going to keep the energy moving from the hands all the way to the feet into the floor. So you should feel nice and anchored into the floor. Perfect. Now, we're going to press into the hands, push back, soften at the knees, tilt the tailbone, which is going to free up your hips to push back into a downward facing dog posture. Keeping everything straight, we're then going to walk the heels back. We're still warming up, even though this is quite an intense practice on the shoulders and the core to start with. Okay, bring those knees, the heels down. Okay, now we're going to flow. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, push forward on the toes, roll through that core back into that original position. Keep everything locked. Inhale and exhale back. Inhale and exhale forward with control. Hold, inhale, exhale. Now some of you will like to flow with the breath. If this is something that you usually do in your yoga practice, please feel free. Inhale, exhale over. 2 more times, inhale, exhale. And last time, we're going to over and hold. Perfect. Keep your gaze looking down, so don't look forward and crick the neck. So if this gets a little bit strong and you do need to take a little rest, drop the knees, get a little bit of energy, get a bit of lactic acid out your shoulders, and when you're ready, join back in. Okay, from here, we're going to see if we can keep the core strong. Take your left hand and tap the right shoulder. Bring the weight back over the left hand, core nice and strong, and then tap. Now to start with, you might get a little bit of a wiggle from the hip, as your body's trying to compensate, keep the central point of gravity in line and make it easier. But what you want to try and do over time as your strength build is keep the core nice and still. Use your fingers, press in and then tap, keeping everything as still as possible. Now, of course, there's going to be an element of movement here. You'll also feel this in the feet. So we're going to go 2 more times. And last time here. And we're going to tilt the tailbone and press back to downward facing dog. Perfect, well done. And as you exhale again, we're going to breathe all the way over. This time we're going to send the left knee up to the left elbow. And as we send this back, we're going to send it back up nice and high for a 3-legged dog. And back over, knee to elbow. And back up. And back through. Hold. Okay, release that back. Take a little rest if you need. If not, we're going to take a deep breath in. And exhale, right knee to touch. And back up. And tap through. And back up. You're doing really, really well. Last one. And through, hold, and back to your plank. Perfect. Take a little rest if we need. And let's push back in the downward facing dog. Just walk those those hamstrings out. Should feel the body loosening off a little bit here. I can feel it in my shoulders, my hamstrings. We have one more down here before we come back to our feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, send the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Now what we want to do here is create a nice even foundation. So we want to press into the feet and the right foot, so the right and the left foot, almost to the point where we can take the hands off. So there's equal weight between that limb, and the back limb. And the reason being is that we're going to twist now, and we want to find 3 even points for our weight. So take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, take the left hand off, push into the right shoulder, create that dent in the floor, reach up and send that left hand high. Whilst you're doing this, remember to focus on your feet. Send the right knee up towards the ceiling. You're going to feel this in the right hip flexor. That's it, and breathe. And take your gaze to your left thumb if you can. If not, look ahead. Almost there. And exhale down. Beautiful. Okay, opposite side. Release that left leg. And just for fun, let's send it up nice and high. Get a deep stretch in that right hamstring. And release that down. High plank. And let's send that right foot to the right hand. Check your position. Make sure even. Do your weight test. Even between the limbs. Send that left knee up. This is gonna keep that hip flexor strong. Take a deep breath in. And exhale around. And breathe. Last breath, inhale. And exhale, release that down. Send that right foot back up. And this time we're going to send it through to the inside of the right hand, followed by the left foot. Slight bend to the knees, heels slightly apart. Squeeze the glutes, press the feet into the floor. Inhale, send the arms up and forward as we sit down into a chair. If you can smile, that would be great. This is nice and strong, guys. I know you're feeling it. You're doing really well. And inhale, lift into Tadasana. Whew. Take a nice deep breath. Follow your breath in and out. If you can feel your heart beating in your chest a little, it's normal. Just control it. Breathe. 2 more. This last one, nice and long. Okay. Let everything relax, give everything a bit of a shake and a bit of a wobble. You did incredibly well. Okay, you may need to have a little bit of a cool down after this. We have loads of little 5-minute cool down practices for you to try if you're feeling a little bit tender, if you feel like you need to just take a few minutes, control the breathing, let your body recover before going on with your day. Okay, it's been a pleasure to share this class with you, and I will see you in the next class. It's been a pleasure to share this class with you. Now, if you like this class, if you'd like to see more, if you'd like to practice with me a little bit more, then like and comment below. As ever, it just really helps us to get our classes out and seen in front of you lovely people. And I'd love to continue practicing with you in the future. Okay, bye for now.